morning to kick off a really nice dairy goat show here and a really nice young doling class here in the ring. Three quality entries all the way through, but a nice handy winner for me, and it's really balanced doling. Just a young doe that really, you love the expression of that front end. She's got so much more width, power, and strength, so much more depth of that forward-ribbing today for me. Taking nothing away from doling in second, I think a relatively balanced doling in her own right. You really appreciate how clean and feminine she is, and she has that advantage of just a little bit more hardness up over her top line for me, a little bit more mobility and flatness of bone that she praised about the ring. Once again, taking nothing away from the one in the third slot for me today. Three quality dolings all the way through. Let's give those first three exhibitors a really nice round of applause.
Okay, our next class is the intermediate dolings that are now entering the ring.
Oh, yeah. Right here, it's like here, really short.
We welcome our judge today, Leah James from Mineral Point, Wisconsin. She's a native of the state of Minnesota and finished her bachelor's degree at the University of Wisconsin in River Falls. James' nearly 20-year career includes serving as a patient before entering the AI industry. For the past dozen years, James has worked at GenX Cooperative and is currently the North American Marketing Operations Lead. Leah enjoys judging local, regional, and national shows with highlights including the Wisconsin Junior State Fair, Minnesota State Fair, North Carolina State Fair, and internationally in Guatemala as well as Argentina. Leah and her husband have 4 children, are active owners of their multi-breed herd, Pine Valley Farm in southwest Wisconsin. The couple has developed multiple All-Americans, put numerous bulls into active AI, and the Pine Valley herd was also featured in the 2023 Ford's Dairyman Judging Contest. Leah and Jason were selected as American Jersey Cattle Association Young Breeders in 2018, and in 2023, the couple was recognized as Wisconsin Jersey Breeders of the Year. Big welcome to our judge, Leah James. We also have some royalty with us to present ribbons. We have Madison Goetgen, the Clayton County Fair Princess. She's the daughter of Larry and Steph Goetgen from Guttenberg. Avery Lamborn is the Clayton County Dairy Princess. She's the daughter of Mark and Jill Lamborn from Luena. And we have Brayton Schutte, the Clayton County Junior Dairyman, son of Lance and Jonna Schutte of Monona.
Okay, bear with us here as we figure out our audio here, but a really nice six yearling doe class here for me, and I think three that really sort themselves to the top for me, relatively close once again on the top pair for me. I'm going to give the nod to the doeling that has a little bit more mass and substance to her. Once again, I appreciate the dairy strength that she has, the drop to 4 and rear rib, and the mobility on those rear legs, taking nothing away from the ultra dairy goat here in second. I really love the femininity, how clean and angular she is. And it is that cleanliness throughout that place her over, once again, a really well-made miniature one here coming in third. Third over fourth, once again, just a touch of an advantage in mass. She's got a little bit more depth, spring, and openness to both those 4 and rear ribs, taking nothing away from, once again, the fourth hole yearling that's got a really clean, flat bone about her. Once again, a really nice class top to bottom. Let's give all those exhibitors a nice round of applause. Can I hand it back to one of you guys?
Okay, the next class will be the Nigerian Dwarf Intermediate Doeling class. Our first class this morning going down your program first went to Jasper Thompson. Jory Thompson was third, and Jory Thompson was second. There were 3 blue ribbons awarded. In the next class, the class winner was Jasper Thompson. And going down your program, Gabriel Wilkler was second, Jory Thompson sixth, Jasper was your class winner, Haley Shepley was third, Victoria Wilker fourth, and Catherine Wilker fifth, with 4 blues and 2 reds.
Just a little entry here in this miniature class, and if you want to go ahead and later out, look at a really balanced individual in her own right. You certainly admire the dairy strength that she offers, super feminine and flat bone, and lots of mobility on those her feet and legs. Once again, very deserving of that blue ribbon. Let's give her a nice round of applause.
Okay, our next class is the Nigerian Dwarf Yearling Doe, not in milk. In our previous class, Levi Chase was the first place blue ribbon winner.
Sure.
dwarf yearlings here in the ring, and a nice balance winner for me in this first prize yearling here. Super balanced in her makeup. We love it and appreciate her head carriage. How well she blends up through that front end, hardness over the top line, and I think that one of the best shooting legs in the class for me today in this first dwarf yearling. Followed in a nice compliment here in the second hole. I think a really balanced individual in her own right. Just not quite as feminine or clean about her blending of parts for me today, but it is that advantage in this angularity and flatness of bone that carry her over a really wide made yearling here in that third spot. Let's give all three young ladies a really nice round of applause.
Now showing for our junior champion dairy goat, we have the first and second place class winners. From the junior doling class is Jasper Thompson and Jory Thompson. From the intermediate class is Jasper Thompson and Gabriel Wilker. From the Nigerian dwarf class is Levi Chase. And from the dwarf yearling class is Rylan Shepley and Haley Shepley.
I'll be out here. Thanks.
Well, let's go ahead and give all of these exhibitors a really nice round of applause. Out in the ring here, we've got our respective class winners and all these non-fresh classes, and really exceptional quality all the way down, and all of these first and second prize winners out here. With that said, I think there's a couple that really stand out for me. They're kind of that definition of ultra balance. They've got the complete package, and they're ones that you get really excited to see freshened in. So with that said, I'll go ahead and congratulate your junior champion reserve an honorable mention in that order, and please welcome them with a round of applause when I do. For me today, this young Jolene really puts it all together. I think she's just super clean, super feminine. You just love how she blends in her parts. So she'll wear that purple banner very well. For reserve, I'm going to go to a similar made, really complete package made yearling here. I think just once again, and just appreciate how well she's put together her products, the mask she offers in that midsection. And it is that advantage of mask depth, spring openness that will place her over honorable mention. Ultra dairy, ultra clean goat here to once again wear those honors as well. Let's give all three of those young people a really nice round of applause.
Congratulations to Jasper Thompson, the champion junior goat with his intermediate doling. Reserve went to Rylan Shepley with her yearling, and our honorable mention was also Jasper Thompson with his junior doling.
And our next class is getting pictures. We've got to breathe it for a second.
We'll say a big thank you to the sponsors of our t-shirts for the Dairy Goat exhibitors. Came from Precision Dairy Equipment in Elkader. We have several class winner trophies that include the Monona Junior Feeders 4-H Club, Mulgrew Oil and Propane Company, the Peppy Pals Mendon Hustlers 4-H Club, the Jerry and Sylvia Spikerman Memorial Trophy, Zurcher Trucking, and the 4-H Circle of Friends. So we appreciate all our sponsors for the show.
We're having some problems with the signal. Okay.
Okay, we're ready for our yearling doe in milk. In the prior junior champion, our dairy goat winner received the banner sponsored by the Olson Hoof Trimming, and the reserve banner was sponsored by Zurcher Trucking.
short table, put it right there. That was another, you gotta get inside. Yeah, it's close. Well, it's not a 4-foot table, or not 4-foot, like a square table, or card table. You do some check. If you can get it right here, you'll be a lot safer, then you can stand back here. Right. That's what I was thinking. Well, you can stand right here, then you're not gonna block it, deep show, be busy, people around. So, let's see if we can't find any forks or something right there, or something short. Yeah, cause the worst part is, we have a table, and folds out. Right. Yeah, that one, cause the rabbit show starts. Yeah. Thanks, Rabbit. Thank you for helping.
Those are really nice, young Deer Goats here to kick off the, Deer Goat portion of the morning here. And I think respectively, all three of these just were great representations, of quality. I'm gonna go ahead and give a nod to the most complete package for me. The dairy, goat in that first hole for me, just a little bit more complete hair makeup. You know, appreciate the depth, that she offers up to that front end, a little bit more forward, a little bit more capacity all the way through. I think in the business end of her, I just really appreciate the height and capacity to that rear udder. And it is that advantage in overall mass and power that carry over, super feminine, young Deer Goat here in the second hole. And it is that advantage of femininity, and so a flat bone, a little bit cleaner all the way through, that carry over the white. Deer Goat that really appreciates the capacity that she offers, just not quite as clean in her makeup throughout to compete with the ones above her. But once again, a really nice trio. Let's give them a nice round of applause.
Okay, next into the ring is our 2-year-old doe class. We're in the last class for yearling doe and milk. First went to Jasper Thompson, second was Jory Thompson, and third was Jory Thompson.
Excuse me. Somehow this button.
Another really nice duo for me in this 2-year-old class, and a really nice respective pair here, but this one to win for me does it quite handily. She's got that depth of fore and rear rib for me, and you get in behind her, it is the decided advantage in rear udder, height and capacity all the way through. That plays her over. Another really balanced young dairy goat there, but not quite as massive in the capacity all the way through as the one that I gave the nod to today. Really nice pair. Let's give those young men a nice round of applause.
That class winner went to Jasper Thompson, was second to Jory Thompson. Next class in the ring is our 3- and 4-year-old doe.
just a lone entry here in the 3 and 4-year-old class, but really a quality entry in their own right. This pair, this young man's got a young 3 or 4-year-old dairy goat here that's had multiple kids and really has aged well. You really appreciate how youthful she is about that mammary system. Beautiful compliment to that is that dairy frame that she has. Once again, very deserving of a blue ribbon, and certainly I think a pair that could withstand quite a bit of competition. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Our next entry is in the Nigerian dwarf 3 and 4-year-old doe class. Jasper Thompson won the 3 and 4-year-old dairy goat show or class.
Once again, just a lone entry here in this class, but certainly, once again, a dairy goat that is very deserving of a blue ribbon. Multiple freshenings here. You certainly appreciate the dairy frame, the strength through that front end, how well this young goat blends in her parts. Once again, very deserving of a blue ribbon, and certainly one that I think could withstand quite a bit of competition. Let's give this young lady a nice round of applause.
Haley Shepley was that class winner, and next into the ring is our aged goat class, aged does.
Well, once again, just a lone entry here and really a quality entry in this aged doe class. This mature doe has had multiple freshenings, 17 kids in total and counting, and told the young man certainly you can appreciate how well put together she is in her parts. Ultra dairy in her makeup, lots of capacity in that mammary system. If you could tweak her, you maybe just like to change the teeth size on her, but once again, very deserving of that blue ribbon. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Congratulations to Jasper Thompson, that class winner. And now entering the ring is Levi Chase with the Nigerian dwarf dry doe.
Once again, just a lone entry here in this dry class, but really a balanced young goat in her own right. She's freshened a few times here. Really what you want to see. She has a beautiful frame, a beautiful uphill run as well, really tight made in her makeup and really modern in that frame structure. Once again, very deserving of a blue ribbon. Let's give this young man a nice round of applause.
Okay, Levi Chase is our class winner there. And now we'll be showing for our champion dairy goat. So all first and second place winners back to the ring. We'll have our yearling doe in milk. It's Jasper Thompson and Jory Thompson. Our 2-year-old doe class winners were Jasper Thompson and Jory Thompson. The 3- and 4-year-old doe is shown by Jasper Thompson. The Nigerian dwarf class winner is Haley Shepley. And our our aged doe was shown by Jasper Thompson, and the Nigerian dry doe was shown by Levi Chase. The awards for the Champion Dairy Goat Show are sponsored by the Fuzzy Haven and Dreamers Haven Dairy Goats. And the Reserve Champion is sponsored by KCTN, FM 100, KADR at AM 1400, and FM 96.7. So thank you to all our sponsors.
Well, it certainly has been a true honor and privilege to sort through the dairy show here this morning. And let's go ahead and get up all these exhibitors a really nice round of applause. In the ring here, we've got our recently named Junior and Reserve Junior Champion, and then our respective first and second place winners here in all of the lactating classes. And what a group out here, I think, once again. Just hats off to the quality from each end of the line here. I think you can go to a lot of shows and not find the quality that you've got exhibited here in the center of the ring. With that said, I think there's a couple that really stood out for me as I evaluated them this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and congratulate your Grand Reserve and honorable mention in that order, and please welcome them with a round of applause when I do. we're going to go ahead, if you want to go ahead and lead her out and around and follow with my reserve and honorable mention. I think this trio of goats really represents well what we're looking for. They're ultra clean and balanced. They've got that high style and femininity all the way through. I'm going to give the advantage to the champion on just a little bit more mass and power, strength up through that front end, taking nothing away from reserve. An ultra clean and feminine, really balanced mammary system goat in her own right. An honorable mention will be on that mature aged doe that we just recognized in class. Once again, a really nice trio. Let's give all of those exhibitors a nice round of applause.
Senior showmanship, followed by junior showmanship. Yep. And we've got a champion and a silver in both. You're welcome to give an honorable mention if you'd like.
I do need to leave in a couple minutes to go help with the rabbit shit.
That is fine. Yep, you go ahead and leave.
So we're welcome.
Okay.
Our next is our senior showmanship class to get started. And congratulations go to Jasper Thompson for winning the goat show. He had the champion with his 2-year-old. His yearling was reserve, and his age doe was the honorable mention. So congratulations to our goat show exhibitors. Our next class is senior showmanship.
You having fun? Good.
Well, a really, really deep, exceptional group of senior showmen in the ring here. Let's give all 5 of these exhibitors a really nice round of applause. I went ahead and visited with all of them and tested a little bit of their knowledge and enthusiasm for the project, what they enjoyed most about it, and then went ahead and lined them up in no particular order here, but I think end to end, once again, exceptional, exceptional quality, not only in the goats, as you heard me talk about earlier in the type classes, but within these exhibitors. They know the project, they are enthusiastic about the project, they've put the work in, and that certainly shows. But with that said, it is really an honor to go ahead and tap your senior and your reserve senior showman here for the Dairy Goat Show here in 2025. And when I do, please once again welcome them with a nice round of applause. Well, for me today, this pair is just on the money. They've worked well. Her yearling got a little squirrely on her, but she remained calm. She has a tremendous amount of ring presence, and man, when you get talking to her, she knows her stuff. She's extremely knowledgeable, and I just appreciated her initiation throughout the morning, even in class as well. So she'll be your champion, senior showman. Followed in reserve, a young lady that also does an exceptional job. She does a great job making sure that her goat is set up appropriately. She has once again a great ring presence. And if I were to name an honorable mention, it would be this young man that we once again had a chance to visit with this morning. He does a great job. You certainly appreciate his laid back attitude in the ring, but once again very conscious and aware of what he needs to do in properly setting up that goat. Let's give once again all 3 of those senior showmen a really nice round of applause.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, 143 was number 2. Yep. Okay. And then Rylan, I believe, should have been first. Yeah. She would have been junior champion, right? She had our junior champion Doling, so we could double check that. Do we have that written down somewhere? Who the junior champion Doling was?
Well, if these numbers are right,
Okay,
they
then
should be right, right?
Yep, you're right. You're right. I just didn't catch her number when she walked out. You're right.
Okay.
Congratulations to our senior showmanship winner, Rylan Shepley from the Woodbury Clovers, and our reserve champion was Haley Shepley from the Woodbury Clovers. And the trophy was sponsored by Fuzzy Haven and Dreamers Haven Dairy Goats. Now entering the ring will be our junior showmanship class.
This will be the one for that one. Did you want it now? Okay. And there's a pink ribbon for second place. Okay. Those stuff goes back in here. You have to shake her. Then we have a. doubles at the end, so you need like those each four. Oh, because they've just always been. So I need to go find some friends tomorrow. And it's been nice. The one family I asked this morning, they just have choice. I was trying to think of Aaron. He's literally right. Oh, yeah, if you know them. I gave him tickets this morning. I think they do. I just don't know that name. Okay. I was trying to get him. Yeah. They've got a couple, because we'll need them all day. Like, we should just make sure that when we borrow them, they have times we can get them back. But they've only got one now too, so if they've only got one, I don't want to take them. Right. You know.
Well, let's give all three of these exhibitors in this junior showmanship division a really nice round of applause. Once again, it's been a true honor and privilege to get to sort through the classes here this morning, and just exceptional kids, exceptional quality on the animals, and that makes it for a really fun morning if you're in my shoes here. With that said, I had the chance to visit with all three of these young people, and I would say that the project here in Clayton County is certainly bright. All three of these individuals do an exceptional job on ring presence, and then you get visiting with them, and it's just really enjoyable to see the level of enthusiasm that all three of them have for the project. So with that said, I'll go ahead and congratulate your junior showmanship champion, reserve an honorable mention in that order, and please welcome them with a round of applause when I do. Well, once again, a little bit splitting hairs to separate these three. They're really exceptional, all of them. They're great combo, respectively. But at the end of the day, this young man really was super attentive to making sure he's positioning that goat as it should be, as he's parading about the ring. And it's just that level of intensity that it's going to give him the nod over our reserve. Once again, a great pair at that far end there. You certainly appreciate the calm demeanor that they offer. And once again, in that honorable mention spot, a really good pair as well. Let's give all three of these exhibitors, once again, a really nice round of applause.
Okay, our junior championship winner is Levi Chase from the Jefferson Go Hawks, and reserve went to Catherine Wilker from the Jefferson Go Hawks, and our honorable mention was Victoria Wilker from the Jefferson Go Hawks. So thanks again to our judge this morning, Leah James from Mineral Point, Wisconsin, and congratulations to all the exhibitors.